Well, good evening. Well, I'm saying good evening. There's no bugger there. So, Bobby was here a minute ago, and he's disappeared. I presume I'm live. It's saying I'm live. Oh, there we go. Noxie, good evening. Real honest ghost, aye. We did have Bobby a minute ago, but he was having a problem. His camera wasn't right, but there you go. He'll get in, I suppose, when he... Can you hear me? I presume people can hear me. There we go.
Good evening.
Good evening.
You can hear me? Wow.
I can, yeah.
We're in business.
What was wrong with your camera?
Well, what I'd planning on doing, I was planning on doing it from garden. Look at me.
Oh, right. Okay. Like, so you had it on.
So I'd put it on my phone. I'd logged in, but it'll only let me do a...
yeah, I know what you mean.
A 916.
Yeah.
Game. So I thought, well, no. I'd got all my Bluetooth speaker, earphones ready and locked. And then when I logged in, it wouldn't have it. Yeah,
well, there you go. You should have logged in bloody earlier then, shouldn't you? Instead of coming in at 2 minutes to.
Anyway.
So how are you?
Dying. No, I'm fine, mate. I'm fine.
That's okay.
Anyway.
Evening, Kelsey.
Good to see you, mate. Good to see the real honest ghost, Kelsey. Yeah, good to see you guys. I've been warm. It's been warm here. Has it been warm there, Paul?
It has, yeah. It's red hot, matey.
Yeah.
It's cracking the pavements. Absolutely.
That's why I wanted to do it outside, because I've been in gardening quite a bit this week, and
yeah,
I thought I'll set it all up, but then on your phone you can only do it one way, and I thought it'll spoil picture, so quickly I changed it round. But if I do it next week, if it's nice, I'll do it through a laptop outside. That should be all right. Boiling hot. Yeah, it's boiling hot here as well, Ghost.
I can't say it's boiling hot, but it's bloody warm.
Oh, well, where I'm sat in house, there's a window in front of me, and I couldn't wait for the sun to go down because it was beaming through on me.
Yeah.
Forehead. But
no, can't complain, can we?
No, we've had some decent weather so far this week.
Gonna get hotter as the week goes in. So,
did you watch the boxing on Saturday?
I didn't know. It doesn't
appeal to you.
Doesn't appeal to me, doesn't the boxing?
Doesn't it? It was a good show.
But I just listened to it on the news after.
Yeah, the clips. See the clips.
Well, I didn't even show any clips. It just said who'd won.
Yeah. It is getting a bit farcical with how they promote it and the build up to it. But I tell you what, it was a damn good fight. So they put their heart into it. They did, Ghost. They certainly did. So what kind of week you had then, Paul?
Steady. It's steady week.
Very good.
My car's gone today.
Oh, have you got shut?
Yeah. Came and picked it up at 10 past 10 this morning. And as they drove out of the place where I live, I got a thing from the bank saying you've just been paid.
All right, that worked out right then.
Yeah, it was great.
Good. How long you'd had it?
Oh, I haven't had it long. I've only had it a couple of years. I used to have a big thing, and I didn't really need a big car anymore because I didn't have the shop. So I My brother wanted a new car, so I took his old car and traded mine in so he could get a new car, and then he paid me the difference. So
All right.
yeah, it was
Yeah.
all right.
Well, I don't have a car, but wife does.
Yeah,
She's out and about all over the place, and her mother
evening,
lives about
Carlos.
Her mother lives about 5 miles down the road, so she's always popping out to see her, making sure she's all right. But I don't have one. But if I need one, I'll borrow hers. You know,
Yeah,
I'm not one. I've never been one for 2-car family or what have you. I don't think.
I'm going into when I go to vote on Thursday. I'm going to drop into
Evening, Sharon.
the library and get my bus pass.
All right, aye.
Evening, Sharon.
Yeah. I mean, have you got your voting card through, Noah?
Yeah, well, I've got a thing to say, but you don't have to. You don't need a voting card, do you? You can just turn up.
And I said, well, I think you've just to turn up with ID.
That's it. You just turn up with your ID.
Well, that's what it says on telly, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's all you do.
But we'll just turn up, because I don't like to vote.
I always cast my vote. I can honestly say I don't miss voting. It's, people fought for me to have a vote, and
well, this is it. I think national turnout's about 82-83%, isn't it? When there's an election.
Yeah.
What's this? The deluded Bobby. Did you go in the dark side? Start your channel to expose declared Eggy or to support Wheezy and trolls? Andy, Kelsey, can you get shut of that? It's just a silly one, please, darling. Well, I don't know what they're on about. Honest, I don't.
You want me to show the bat?
Well, they've spent 5 minutes writing a load of bollocks there. Sorry. Thank you, Kelsey.
Are you allowed to swear?
Well, I think anything I say is quite mild when I'm on with you.
Yeah, Sharon. We've got the right to vote, and we should cast our votes. We shouldn't be sat and saying, "No, it don't make any difference what you vote. It doesn't change anything." Well, it would change things if everybody voted. So there you go. That's mine.
It would. I mean, in Australia, I believe it's compulsory.
I don't know if it still is. I know it used to be.
Used to get fined, didn't they?
Yeah, I don't know if it still is though, but I know it used to be back in the day. There was 1 or 2 countries where you had to vote.
Yeah, but
of course, again, you've got a shit voting system, haven't we? First past the post is rubbish.
Well, it is.
It's rubbish thing. Because you get the people in power who don't have the majority.
Yes.
So it doesn't work. So there you go.
Yeah. It's but I think people are. Look, Paul Hanning's at it now. Sorry, Kelsey. Paul Hanning's. I've got a troll. Do you think he's a little thing like that with a spiky hair, like you see?
Yeah.
Sorry,
well,
he's going to
quite honestly.
He's coming back as a different
YouTube's
name.
Full of fucking idiots.
I don't know.
Paul Hanning's one of them. And that other deluded Baz channel's another one of them. Both a pair of pricks.
They call it. I didn't know what it meant when I first come on YouTube. They call it doxing when they put your name.
Yeah.
Out. Now mine's been put out there. I mean, he just doxed my name there, but I'm not hard to find.
No, I don't hide mine. If people want to know who I am, I'm there.
I'm not hard to find. But it's a. We only got time to bad people.
Yeah. We don't want dickheads.
No, we always have a right
We're sick of dickheads.
With everybody, no, it's me. I brought them with me. But yeah, I can't understand. I've never made an account up to do that. But some of these, you have 6 or 7 accounts, and this lad's doing it. He's going from one to another, isn't he? Kelsey will be bouncing back and forward trying to find who's right.
Yeah, bollocks to him. Yeah, that's what I say.
It don't bother me. It goes straight over my head. It does. It is what it is. We're not all perfect. We've all, you know.
Well, speak for your bloody self.
But I've better things to do in my time than that.
Well, I can honestly say I have.
Because I love this time of year, spring, when it's just coming through to summer. I love it.
Yeah, there was, Kels, last night. We had a couple of dickheads.
Did you?
Yeah, yeah.
Oops, that's my dog. Yeah.
It's your ankle biters having a go.
Yeah, well, she's heard, hasn't she? Someone's trying to get me. Yeah. She'll be looking after me.
Yeah, we had a couple last night.
Oh, did you?
Just bloody idiots. But Sharon, I didn't watch the boxing.
I did, Sharon.
It doesn't float me boat, I'm afraid.
They were a cracking fight. Two dedicated fighters there, and it were. I think Eubanks was shocked on the performance that Ben put up. You know, it was a very good fight, especially to say they were in different weights originally. But that's that fight. That's the fight. It's there's a big build up to it. I don't think I'd pay them kind of prices as it play. You know, pay hundreds of pounds to go see them fights.
I wouldn't give them 10p, quite honestly.
No.
But there you go. That's just me.
Yeah. I feel bad for Kelsey now. She'll be watching it like an hawk, won't she?
Well, she's on the ball.
Oh, I know. She's one at best.
You don't have to mention it because she does it straight away.
Yeah.
So you don't have to mention it.
No.
It's just dickheads.
Yeah. They'll get bored.
Yeah, they do.
But me personally, I'm doing what you shouldn't do, and that's mentioning them.
Yeah.
If you don't mention them, they'll disappear.
Yeah, just ignore them, and
so
it's most unusual for me not to mention them. But there you go.
Have you got your place sorted out now?
Yeah, I have really. I've just got a little bit of titivating up to finish off.
Right, and are you comfortable there? Do you?
Yeah,
you
enjoy
like
it.
Better than at last place.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I can go and sit out in the garden. You know, there's no noise. You know, the place I was at before, if you went and sat out in the garden, all you could hear, it was like living in Beirut. All you could hear was bloody alarms and police and ambulance and shit like that going up and down the road.
Yeah.
But you hear nothing here. Nothing at all. And the good thing about it is, I don't know, it's a gated community.
Yes.
So, we're away from anywhere. It's a private entrance, and we're basically in the middle of the industrial estate.
All right.
So, once the industrial estate, once tea time comes, they all bugger off home. There's nobody about.
Right.
So, yeah, it's great. I love it.
Nice one. Is it far from Tolden?
No, it's 10, 15 minutes.
Oh, that's all right.
Drive, not a walk.
What's your neighbours like? You settled in with neighbours?
Well, I've only met one.
Have you?
Yeah.
Very good. Very good. It's it's good to hear that things are moved forward for you.
No, it's all right. It's okay.
Well, I don't want to wish bad luck, but so far tonight, we've had no audio issues, have we?
No, I think I've sorted it. I've even sorted, we had the problem of not being able to see Tom's comments coming through. Well, I sorted that. That's done. He was in the comments last night, so I haven't seen him tonight, but I presume he might come in.
Yeah, we've had that for a few weeks, haven't we? Tom.
Yeah, I sorted it out. It was a Google thing.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it was something to do with Google. Anyway, I sorted it. I figured it out.
Very good, very good. It's all it's all looking good now. All up to speed. Did you find out what that issue was, or does it just decided to disappear on its own?
Well, no. What I you know, sorry, I just read Sharon's comment there, and what I was going to say went straight out my head because what was the question?
Did you have to sort? Did you sort that issue out, or is it just going away on its own?
Basically, what I've done is you know how Microsoft or whatever you want to call it, your software, every time you plug something in, it adds it and says, "Oh, this is this," and so I disabled everything except the camera and the microphone. Everything else was disabled.
Right.
So, and it worked. So it must have been an issue with what Microsoft had added in and whatever.
You get these updates all the time, but you can't change. I change mine occasionally. It says you can pause it for like a month.
Yeah, I think it doesn't take a lot of notice of you, quite honestly. When I was in computers, and you could go into your settings and stop it updating. Tell it to, I don't want to update, thank you. I'll update it when I want to.
Yeah.
Because, Microsoft updates every Wednesday. Every Wednesday night, they send out their updates every Wednesday. Whether, some machines don't get it, some do, or whatever. But that's what it is. It's every Wednesday. And now I've been into my settings on this computer, and I'm on Windows 11, I think. And I've shut down all updates. I don't want to update, thank you, blah, blah, blah. And then what do you get? Thursday morning, you switch on your computer and it says, your updates are waiting.
Yeah.
Fuck off. Billy Gates wants putting up against the wall and shooting.
Well, let's be honest. Any software programs you download and apps, they don't update like Windows does. I mean, it's always up. It doesn't have to, should it? Shouldn't it? No. Apparently, I was told years ago that the actual program Windows is not that big a program. It's not a huge download. But you wouldn't have thought that it'd have to update as much as it does. It's always community or whatever. Come on, I don't know so much. I got one last night.
But what it is with Microsoft.
Sharon, don't be quiet. You
don't have to be quiet, sweetheart. The thing with Microsoft is it's not a very secure software. It's not a very secure operating system.
Right.
So they have to keep updating to keep in front of all the shit that's happening, if you see what I mean.
Yeah.
So it's not there's two words it's not proactive, it's reactive.
Right.
So it's not it's not a proactive piece of software, it's reactive software. So someone will hit Microsoft and they'll find a fix for it and send it straight out on a Wednesday night, unless it's a big thing, and they'll send it out straight away.
It should be proactive, shouldn't it? I mean,
well, that's the difference between Apple and Microsoft. Apple's a proactive stuff. You can't, very difficult to hack into
Apple Macintosh.
Apple, whereas you've seen it. Yeah. It's quite easy to, and of course, because it's so pigging expensive, the software, people don't update. So I was quite happy, quite honestly, to sit with Windows 7.
Yeah.
Quite happy. It worked fine. and then they send out things saying we're not going to support this anymore, we're not going to do any updates, we're not going to do this, we're not going to do that. And then, you know, if you don't update, then you're in the shit, basically.
Well, I messed up really, to be honest. When Windows 11 come around, they were pushing it on us, weren't they? Oh, you can get Windows 11 update from 10, because I was on 10. So I updated it to 11, and I didn't really like it. And at that time, there were still people were saying there were glitches with it. It wasn't as good as 10 yet. Some of it I couldn't adapt to software.
Yeah.
And that. But anyway, I didn't notice, but it said you have up to 3 weeks
to roll back.
Roll back to 10, and after 3 weeks you won't be able to. Well, I missed that day, didn't I? So I'm stuck with 11 now, but it has got better. It has got better. It's
still wide open, though. I mean, you know, it's a wide open software.
Yeah. But Apple are that expensive, aren't they?
And like I said, the difference between Apple and Microsoft is, you know, when you're buying Apple, you know damn well that it's not going to get hacked.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? How often have you heard that Apple have been hacked or your Apple iPhones and all those type of things? They don't break down, if you see what I mean.
Yeah. But it's surprising, actually, because Bill Gates came around with this idea, and Americans and the rest of the world eventually let him monopolise. There were no competition at the time. There were, but it weren't as big as as close as it is now with competition.
Well, the thing is, the guy with Apple used to be with Billy Gates.
Yeah.
And they fell out, basically.
But I mean, it made him a billionaire. You think if they're going to let this system, this platform rule, basically, at one point, Microsoft were the only one you could really get that everybody could understand. You think that the demand, America and the rest of the world, but you've got to be the best. You've got to have security. You've got to have.
Yeah.
But they just let it go, didn't they? I mean, he's got billions of pounds, that man. There's nothing he can't do.
They did from the beginning. They let it go. Right from the beginning.
I don't know why they let him monopolise it.
Well, it's like anything. It's if you think back, go back in the day, and you think to VHS recorders and Betamax.
Well, it was a bit of a race, wasn't it? That
Betamax was a lot better system.
Yeah,
a lot better because
tapes and all.
Well, besides that, it was the video quality. Everything was quality with Betamax. However, VHS overtook it because everybody went for VHS because they plugged it cheap.
Yeah.
So nobody went for Betamax, and if I don't know if you know, but most of the television stations and stuff like that still use Betamax. There's no VHS in won't be so much Betamax now because it's all digital shit, but all the big stations used Betamax. So, Tom, good evening, mate.
Yeah, he's Tom. How you doing? They've been talking about you earlier, Tom.
Nothing bad.
And it was Sharon that brought it up, so you can blame Sharon. Nothing bad. Nothing bad. No, nothing bad.
No, there were nothing good, but I mean, there was nothing bad about it.
Apparently, he was in your chat last night or something, wasn't he?
He was, yeah.
I don't know. I hope you've been behaving, you son, Tom.
He'll have been out in the woods on the back of the horses or whatever it was, ponies. I think it was last week, wasn't it?
All right.
I think that's what it was. I've had a sleep since then, so I might have got it wrong. In fact, I've had a couple of sleeps.
Have you done anything on your genealogy channel?
Yeah.
What have you been doing on there? I haven't had a look for a while.
On the channel itself?
Yeah.
No, I haven't, because I've been busy doing. I do one or two other people's genealogy.
Oh, you've been doing research on it now.
You know, I've been doing those rather than my channel. But
are you still doing what they call them who come on here?
Yeah. Yeah.
Forget the name now. I know a real name. I've actually met her.
Yeah.
Or them, should I say? I shouldn't give that away, but I know them. Yeah, I know them.
Well, I am. I'm still doing that one.
Right.
But I do two or three. Plus, you know, I'm trying to find the father of my three brothers. Or yes. I'm not trying to find the father. I'm trying to find three fathers for my three brothers.
Wow.
Because none of us are related through our dads.
Do you ever have to sit back sometimes and think, hold on, I've been at this now for a good few hours and it's doing me nothing?
Yeah.
Do you ever get that?
This afternoon. I was getting a bit flummoxed. I was doing it this afternoon.
Right.
And, you know, names stick in your head.
Right.
And I was going through something and I looked at this, I think it was the 1921 census. And the person I was looking at was there. And the next door neighbour was another name, a different surname.
Right.
And I thought, well, I know that surname because I've just seen it somewhere in the tree.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
And then so I got all mixed up and I thought, oh, bollocks, I'm turning it off. So I just turned it off. I've had enough looking because my head was going round in a circle.
I presume you have to write everything down because you'll cover the same thing again if you're not careful.
I've got pads.
Because when you're researching, you know, if the two roads there, I suppose they can come together somewhere else, and it's like, well, I've been down that road, I'm back down it again.
Yeah,
so, tracking it must be awkward, you know, where you've been already.
No, I do have. I have lots of little books and notes, pads, and if something pops up, I'll just put it on the piece of paper.
And then you'll think later,
and
what
then,
does that mean?
I don't, because sometimes, you know, I'll have put something on a piece of paper in this little pad, and a couple of months' time, something will pop up, and I'll think, I know that name.
Yeah. And
then I'll just start flipping through my pad to see if the name I thought I knew popped up. But it's
Well, I used to write words down for reminders. Now I have to write sentences, otherwise I wonder what the deal it means. I think that's part of getting older, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's like that conversation. We've all done it. You know somebody, you meet them, bump into them.
Yeah.
You've known them years, and you have a full conversation without saying the name because you can't remember it.
Yeah, you can't remember it. You wait for them to tell you.
And you try and turn conversation so that they'll tell you somehow.
Yeah.
Because you feel and sod's voice, they know your name and they'll say it every 2 minutes.
Yeah.
We've all done it, haven't we?
Yeah, I do it all the time. It's awful, you know.
I have been known to say, look, what's your name again? And you feel right embarrassed if you've known them.
Yeah, you do, yeah.
But it happens to us all. I forget stuff all the time. Wife has to.
Well, I'll tell you how bad it is. I was doing me tea or dinner, whatever you want to call it. I only eat once a day, so I call it dinner.
Yeah.
But I was doing me dinner the other evening, and I'd put some jacket potatoes in the oven, and I thought, oh, while the oven's on, I'll put in a rice pudding. I'll do a rice pudding as well. So I got the dish, did it all out, put the milk in, put it in the oven. And I thought, I'll just go and check on the potatoes. And when I looked into the oven, all the milk had boiled over. And I thought, well, what's happened there? So I took the dish out and I forgot to put the rice in.
So you were just making a milk pudding.
So it was just some hot milk. Well, hot sweet milk.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it just You know, just lost the plot.
It's forgetful, isn't it? Aye.
And I did not last week, the week before, I did my first online grocery thing from Morrison's, you know, where they deliver.
Aye.
And last week, Monday night, I went on, put all the order together. It said, book your time. So I booked my time and came out. What I hadn't done, gone through checkout. So, of course, on Wednesday morning, I'm sat here waiting for Morrison's to turn up at 10 o'clock, and nothing came. Oh, what's happening? When I went online, it's because I haven't gone to checkout. No.
Wife uses Iceland one. She uses that all the time because apparently you get it free, probably delivery free. But yeah,
Iceland do, but I don't use Iceland.
But it's all we all have as favourites, don't we?
Well, I don't use Iceland because it's frozen, isn't it? And I don't have a big. I only have a little freezer.
That's not all of it now. You get bread and everything now.
Yeah,
tins and that, but it's limited. Yeah, a lot of it's frozen. Tom had hot pot today. That's a Lancashire meal, isn't it? Hot pot.
I like hot pot.
Did you get everything you ordered, Paul?
Yes, Tom, I did. Everything I put on my order, I got. But when you book your slot on Morrison's, it'll say, well, that's not in stock. Once you booked your time, you know, once you booked your time, it'll say, well, you know, that's not in stock at the moment, but we've got this.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Good evening, UKPI.
Good evening.
Well,
yeah, I don't have. It's Waitrose is not. I've not used Waitrose. I can honestly say. I use what's that? What's the other one? The other expensive one. Not I don't use Tesco's. Sainsbury's. Because basically Sainsbury's, I have a Nectar card.
Oh, right.
And, you know, I think I've got about 80 quid on my Nectar card, which you can spend.
Yeah. Wife has a club card for Tesco's.
Yeah, I have as well. I've got NAC all on it, but...
and you don't get a lot of discount if you use it. Special, you just go in with your card sometimes and they'll be like, I mean, I got a bottle of whiskey a couple of months ago and I think it was £19 on shelf. And if you had your club card, you got 15.
Yeah.
You know, just because you've got a club card, which
is... Well, Morrison's card, that works on a similar way, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But again, every 5,000 points you can swap it for a £5 voucher.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I never swap mine. I just leave it until Christmas, and then I swap all these points for the money, and I'm not spending anything then.
You'll appreciate it more then.
Yeah. So anyway,
Waitrose isn't cheap. No, you're right, Tom.
No, it's I say, it's not a place I've used, but I don't even know if there's a Waitrose close to me. Quite honestly, thinking about it,
there ain't one near me. We've got Asda, Morrison's, and Tesco's.
Yeah,
big ones. Oh,
yeah, we have. I have here because I'm not far from the city centre as well. You see.
Yeah, but them Aldi's and Lidl's are coming through as well, aren't they? They're getting popular.
Lidl. I don't.
Lidl
Did you say Lidl?
Lidl's and Aldi.
I don't think they deliver though, do they?
No, but they're getting popular supermarkets.
Yeah, but
they're bringing competition, aren't they?
Yeah, but you're knick-knacked if you're waiting for somebody to deliver, aren't you? You know what I mean? Because I can honestly tell you now, I'm not going to get on a bus to go to the bloody supermarket to buy me shopping and get back on the bus to come home.
Well, our local Tesco's does a free bus.
But you've still got to get on the bus.
Oh, yeah.
Then you've got to walk around the supermarket. Then you've got to carry it back.
Well, the reason it does a free bus is because mine's a small town and there's several small towns round, so it'll do
Yeah.
rounds, you know. It
Well,
tries to bring
Morrison's here have a free bus. Asda does as well. Both of the Asda stores have free buses.
Yeah.
But like I say, you know, you've still got to carry your kit. So, yeah.
Well, yeah. A lot of bloody taxi drivers, you know, they won't touch your shopping now. They won't put it in the boot for you. You know that?
I don't know.
Yeah, round here they complain. So when you get it booked, when folk get a taxi, book a taxi to get home from supermarket, you know, it's only right that they jump out and put it in boot for you. They won't do it now because they say, oh, stuff gets smashed and we get blamed.
Yeah.
So none of them will touch it. What's that? What UKFBI say there? The fella in the background in the Royal Guard. Is that you?
No, it isn't. It's my son.
Which one's it? Oh, there.
This one there.
Yeah. What are you, Royal Guard?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it was
Queen's Guard.
Queen's Guard, yeah. Forgotten what they call them now.
Coldstreamer.
He was Coldstreams.
You must have been proud of him with that.
I was, yeah.
Did he ever get to stand outside the palace and all
Yeah,
that?
yeah. He's there.
Yeah, I know he is.
Now.
I know he is, but they're all over the place. They're not just...
Oh, that's the palace.
Right.
Yeah.
So they're doing all them parades you see on TV and all that.
Yeah.
Special occasions and marching down road. And
very proud. It's a proud. But I'm an ex-army man, so
yeah, it's a proud position to hold. To do. I mean, anybody who's been in military, I'll hold my hand up because, it's a proud thing to do, is to fight for your country. Even if you don't go to war, you're still up there doing your bit, aren't you?
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, you can't. Well, yeah.
You'll end up with arms like an orangutan, Paul.
You will. Shopping.
Do you know what I once did years ago? I took car. I lived on my own, and I took car to garage to be repaired. So I dropped car off, and then I thought, well, what am I going to do now? He says it's about 2 hours. So I walked from garage into town, which were about 3 miles. Ended up in Tesco's. I got my weekly bloody shop. Come out to Tesco's and thought, where's car?
Yeah.
And it was down road. In garage. I thought, oh no. I didn't realise what I'd done. So I ended up getting a taxi home with bloody shopping and then walking back down to the garage. And I thought, where's car gone?
Evening, Gilly.
Gilly, I hope you're well. Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. You're okay. We've only had one bad swear word tonight. He's been in fine fettle.
Yeah. I've held back.
Anybody from Yorkshire will know what I mean when I say fine fettle.
I've held back.
Bring back national service, I say. Get some discipline in them. My father used to say that. all the time.
Yeah, I don't think that's a good idea, quite honestly.
Well, I lived in Turkey for 6 years, and it's compulsory there. And they have to do national service between the ages of 18 and 25. You've got to do 18 months every man. And because I used to see them come and go, they say, they've gone to do the national service. And there was a story in local news that they found a guy who was 62 and he hadn't done it.
Did they make him go and do it?
That's what everybody says. Let's hope they don't make him do it. Apparently, it slipped through net because it's all when they do it, it's all stamped onto the driving license, the passport.
Yeah,
so
there's lots of countries where national. Well, when you say national service, it sounds awful, but there's lots of countries where you have to do your duty. If you know what I mean. I mean, if you go to the extreme and go to Israel, of course, they all do it.
Right. Yeah.
Girls, boys, they all do it. And they're all given a bloody gun and told to go home and keep it. So
Tom's saying there, look, it's compulsory in Austria, Cyprus, Greece. Is that right? Royal Guards are trained up to and picked for SAS. So they must be highly trained, them lads, isn't they?
Yeah, well,
Did he ever tell you any stories?
no.
I think he's not in it now.
He isn't, no.
Didn't he ever tell you any story? He must have had a few stories to tell in that job.
Yeah, he talks bollocks, mate. Sorry.
No, I wasn't working over there, Carlos, because as a non-national, you're not allowed to work over there. And if you want to start a business, you'd have a national partner, Turkish partner.
Yeah.
And,
which is right, isn't it?
You were only allowed to
that's a good rule.
You were only allowed to have no more than 49% of any business that you started.
Yeah.
But they want to learn that over here, don't they?
Yeah, I think it's a good rule. But I know when I don't know when it was, but it was a long way back. But you had to do that in the Americans was the same. You know, you couldn't. I don't know what colour card it is, a green card, pink card, red card, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
You couldn't get it as if you were buying a business unless you took a yank in with you.
Yeah. Which is a good thing, I suppose, isn't it?
Well, not necessarily, is it?
Well,
when you think about it, taking a yank in, the best thing you can do with them is drop them in the fucking ocean on the way over.
So we can't pair you up with Donald Trump then?
No, the fat useless gate.
Tell Ginger Nut. Yeah.
We're doing all right because we've only got about another 3.5 years of that fat twat, haven't we?
Well, his family's Scottish. They come, some of them come to the islands. And he's got a golf course up there.
Yeah.
So, somewhere
we should kick the fat twat out. What we should do is we should say, right, all this stuff you're hanging on to us, we're going to charge your golf course triple money. You've got to pay triple rates.
Oh, you mean aye?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's not liked, is he? He's not liked.
He's a fucking idiot.
And that star was the bloody side of him, isn't it?
Oh, well,
Anyway, that's politics. Politics. We don't want to go there. But it is annoying. But yeah, when's 14 day? Is it?
I think it's Thursday, I think.
Is it first?
It'll be the first on Thursday.
Is that right? Let's
have
a quick look.
Well, I can tell you, I've got my voting card here somewhere. Thursday, 1st of May.
That's right. Aye. Yeah.
Because we're only voting for a mayor.
All right, it's local elections.
That's all what the election is here. It's local for a mayor. We don't want a bloody mayor, quite honestly, but...
Well, it might be the same for us then, because we have a mayor. Our mayor was created, this the mayor that we've got at the moment, is the mayor of West Yorkshire.
Yeah.
Now, how can you have a mayor of West Yorkshire when it's such a big place?
Yeah.
Because as you know, Yorkshire's the biggest county in the country.
Well, this thing we're voting for on Thursday, this thing, it'll probably be a thing, is the whole of the East Riding and which is including Hull.
Right.
So there's going to be some very unhappy people in the shires because Hull is die-hard Labour,
right?
Whereas East Yorkshire is die-hard Conservatives,
right?
So,
well, yeah,
I just can't imagine what's going to happen on Thursday, quite honestly. But there you go. It's
like I said, they've just created this position 4 years ago or something. So yeah, they probably vote.
Yeah, it's so they can pay some more money out to people. Bloody ridiculous.
And nobody knocked on our door. Nobody come to any people I know. Nobody would ask, "Do you want to wait a mayor of West Yorkshire?" I mean, otherwise, I'd have said, "What do we need one for? What are we going to do?" Because all they do is shout up and say, "Oh, aren't we great?" They don't do anything. In fact, the woman that's in is called Tracy Brabbin. She was a Labour MP.
Yeah, I know. I remember Tracy.
And I mean, I know her because she was my local MP. But she's done nothing. She was an MP for 18 months, 2 years, and she did nothing. And as soon as that job came available, I said to wife, I said, she just wants to sit in office in some town hall and do not.
Yeah.
And I think that's what it is, you know. It's
power, you see. Power corrupts. It always has done, always will do. And, you know, it'll go to the dickheads, unfortunately. And it'll go to the dickheads because we have the past the post system. That's the problem.
But it's you know, that it's always look after the Zen, isn't it? They create these positions. It's the same with local councils. Our council, I think it's biggest one in country, Kirklees. It's huge, and you know they've got a couple of towns that spend money on. Rest don't matter. You don't matter. They've closed our town hall. How the hell can they close a town hall? Of all things, why would you close a town hall? It's part of our identity as a town.
Money. Save the money and pay it to the mayor. That's
it
what
doesn't even. And you know, our town hall. I'm going to rant now. Our town hall doesn't even belong to Kirklees. It was built and donated to the people of Cleckheaton by a wealthy farmer, local farmer. And from day one, the sly beggars, the local council agreed to maintain it and keep it up. Well, 2 years ago, they shut it. And they said, we're going to sell it. Well, people of Cleckheaton all kicked off, says, who gives you the right to sell that? It's not yours. It's the people of Cleckheaton's. Now, they took it to court trying to say, well, we've maintained it for the last 100 years, so why can't we have a say in it? And I thought, this is ridiculous. What, you know, leave a town alone. Leave us alone. In that town hall, you could pay all your bills. You got a citizen's advice. There were a big function room hall, you know, music hall. Place. There was stuff on all the time. And all of a sudden they said, oh, roof's in a bad way, so we're not going to repair it. We're going to shut it. And it was like, well, it's just ridiculous.
It's typical councils. That's the problem. They're all the same. All the councils are the same. I know when I was young at school, little school, I don't know what it was, but little school.
Primary school.
Primary. We used to, on a Monday, we used to take sixpence in for the swimming pool fund for the town, because the town didn't have a swimming pool.
Right.
One of the schools had a swimming pool, but the town didn't. And all the kids in all the schools used to take sixpence a week to put into this fund to pay for a swimming pool. Anyway, we got the swimming pool inbred, and before you know it, the council, oh no, we're going to knock this one down and we're going to build something a lot better. But, you know, you're going to have to pay more on your rates to pay for it. And, well, what give them the right? They didn't buy it. The town bought it.
Well, that's the thing.
But they still did it, and they still do it.
It's divide and conquer, Paul.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to explain it. What they call it, geography of it, but where I live, it used to be all called under one name. There's like 5 villages and about 2 towns, and it were all one name. Called it Spenborough, Spen Valley, part of Kirklees. We had one councillor, we had one MP. Now they decided to divide it all up to different areas, and now there's like 6 councillors for 6 different areas. They've all got their own MP. Now, somebody said to me, why have they done that then? And I says, divide and conquer.
Well,
because what it was, that all together, you were talking like 70,000 people. Now, the biggest part of that, which is my town, is 16.5. The rest are all scattered. So you've not got one big devote, have you?
Yeah.
That's
well, I mean, you know, the government did the same thing in East Yorkshire. We were East Yorkshire,
Oh, of
and
course,
all of a sudden, no, you're now Humberside.
Yeah, what the Humberside is.
And
I don't
so
recognise it.
they put half of the Yellow Bellies in North Lincolnshire in with East Yorkshire and called us Humberside. But saying that, back in the day, we used to fight against it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it got put back to East Yorkshire, so we're not Humberside anymore.
Yeah.
But the police are still called Humberside Police. The TV's still called BBC Humberside.
Yeah.
You know,
why do they have to create an area that's not there?
I know it's made up. Evening, baby.
Evening, baby. Been watching a fat ginger bonds getting abused. What's he on about?
Oh,
do we know him?
Well, I presume he's on about the fat, useless Yankee twat. But there you go. It might not be.
I hope you well, baby lad. Yeah, that's what this country's good at: divide and conquer.
It is, yeah.
That's all they've ever done. But you lose your identity.
You know, they just keep sticking top end things in, paying more money out, and get more people up the top end.
Yeah,
making stupid decisions.
Well, I know I get a bit nostalgic because I remember things and I think how things were different. I get nostalgic, but when they've changed things, especially in my area, like I said, they've cut it in. They've cut it into sections. Of bloody all this business. They've taken a part of my identity away.
Yeah.
Because I grew up down that road, calling them neighbours, and now they're not neighbours; they're a different town.
Well, you know, they've taken away the identity of Yorkshire.
Oh well, the ridings
altogether. Because we had there were three ridings of Yorkshire.
Correct.
And now we've got a piss in South Yorkshire.
No, there's
Where's that come from? What's that all about?
But I'll tell you now, Paul, anybody under 20 will wonder what East Riding means. West Riding. There's never been a South Yorkshire riding.
No, but there you go. That's how it. Yeah, baby, you're right, mate.
Yeah. What does bloody Bibby know? He's a southerner.
Ooh wee. Yeah,
but
so
it's
there
all
you go.
It's all apples and stairs down there, isn't it? And
it is, yeah.
Bloody Pearly Kings and all them. Remember them Pearly Kings?
Yeah, I do.
You used to hear about them back in there, didn't you? With all buttons on.
I think they'll still have them.
Do you think so?
I think they will, yeah.
Cockneys, won't they?
Yeah, I think they'll still have them at some point.
I remember as a kid, my dad telling me about them that they used to be tradition in London, you know.
Yeah.
Certain parts of London where they call them Pearly Queens and Pearly Kings, where they were covered in buttons, fancy stuff.
I'm laughing at Bibby's comments. You're all right.
Farmland. We're farmland.
We are, yeah.
All right, Bibby. Yeah. But we're not as bad as Welsh. Sheep are safe.
Only just. Yeah.
Yeah. He's a young kid, he's Bibby. He's a young kid, he won't understand half. I mean, bloody hell. I've had a rant tonight here. But
I don't think so.
Bugger, I don't mind.
I don't think you've had a rant. If anybody's ranting in here, it's me. I'm the one who rants.
Oh, UKPI, Scottish. I didn't know that.
Well,
he's a Scot.
I presumed he was Scot because he further up in the.
I'm only going back comment.
But further up in the comments, it mentioned about Scotland. So.
Yorkshire are welcome to join us. Well, we're not that far away, are we, to be honest?
So it says if Scotland gets their independence. So the only thing in that statement is if.
Yeah.
There you go.
You know why I'll join them? Well, it don't matter now, but they don't have to pay for the prescriptions up there.
Well, that's all right because I don't either.
I don't neither. I don't have to pay for mine. But I'm saying is, if we're a bit younger, I'd have said, I'll jump on bus and get up there.
Yeah.
He's having a go at us, Paul. His baby. Give
Is
him some back, yeah.
Well, I'm missing it.
Are you looking on YouTube or on?
No, I'm on thing.
Oh, you can't. Can't you see it? It's come up now.
Oh, yeah. It's just a bit behind then, I presume.
He's having a go at us, Paul. Give him
yeah.
Some
We ain't letting our Yorkshire pups go. No, baby, I agree entirely, mate.
What is it? Northern monkeys and southern puffs. That's what they call it, isn't it? That's famous saying, is that from years ago, baby. They used to always say northern monkeys, southern puffs, because they think we're a bit primitive up here, and you're a bit la-di-da down there.
La-di-da, get in.
Oh, nice one, Sharon. You just had a FaceTime with Chrissy and Craig. I hope John's doing all right, Sharon. You normally would have shoot off to give him a shave at this time, aren't you?
Chrissy and Craig, is that video man?
Yeah.
All right.
He's in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there you go.
I didn't see you live last night. Is any news on Levi?
Oh, they've locked him up a bit longer now because they've had more problems in the nick.
What's that about?
Well, they had somebody tried. One of the inmates tried to kick the shit out of another inmate, and one of the boys in blue or whatever colour they bloody wear jumped in, and he ended up in hospital.
Oh, police officer, prison guard,
yeah. So of course you had the riot police back again.
Lockdown.
And they've locked him down now even more. So there you go. It's
she's on the ball, is Sharon. She wanted to shave last night. The more they lock them up, the madder the prisoners are gonna go.
Yeah. Well, it makes sense, doesn't it?
Because it's not natural to be locked up.
But I don't know what the I can't even think of what the word is. I don't know what you could do to alleviate the problem, because if they've got no staff, they can't just let them all just walk around like willy-nilly, can they?
But
because all the staff walked out a couple of weeks ago.
Is it a private prison or?
No, it's government run.
All right, because there's a lot of private ones now, isn't there?
Yeah. Well, I think most of them are private. I don't know. I'm not into. I'm not into prisons at all.
No, but they did privatise a lot of them.
But the government's privatised every bloody thing, haven't they?
Oh, right back to Margaret Thatcher.
All the way.
Do it.
Get them privatise this, privatise that.
Do you know something, Paul? We own nothing. We don't. We don't even as fuel bills. We don't. It's foreigners that have a monopoly on it. The Germans we pay as electric too. They own all. The Germans own all these wind farms. Yeah. Offshore.
So one
of them's ours.
You got the French in on the electric.
Yeah. We've sold everything.
You've got the Chinese on the steel. Yeah, we've got knack all.
Yeah.
And then you've got the Yanks coming across, buying all the car shit up and then sticking on tariffs. What's that all about?
Crackers, isn't it?
Yeah, it's nuts.
I haven't been watching Snooker UKPI. No, I haven't been watching it, mate. Maybe they can bring in Serco to pad up the numbers, but they are probably just being tight about it, letting prisoners rot away.
Yeah.
Well, what he's saying is use an outside company that...
I'm not making excuses, but I don't think we've got any money, have we, really?
Well, they're not locking them up, are they? They're letting a lot go that shouldn't go.
You see that? I mean, I don't know if you watch the news, but I watched the news tonight, and there was a young lad, 17 years of age, who driven like a loony, and he coming home from his school, and he had 3 classmates in the car, crashed, killed his 3 classmates, and smashed into another car and put them all in a bad way.
Wow.
How long? What do you think he got? What do you think he got when he went to court today?
Oh, well, he wasn't going to walk, was he?
2 years. He got 2 fucking years.
Yeah, and he'll only end up.
It's all about he's killed, put 3 people and maimed 3 others, and he's got 2 years youth custody. He's 19.
Well, you know,
and he's got youth custody because when he had the crash, he was 17.
Mm.
So he wasn't an adult.
Well,
that's ridiculous.
That you don't remember that Mick Philpott with 6 kids that burned in that house? You remember that? No,
I can remember some kids getting burnt.
He set his house afire trying to. He wanted a bigger one, and all kids bloody burnt to death. He ended up getting locked up with his wife and his friend. Well, 6 of his own children died.
Yeah,
and he's up for parole in 2027, saying that. So basically, he could be out, and he'll have done less than 15 years.
Yeah,
for
it's not right, is it? Doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
it doesn't make sense. Quite honestly.
Who's Cheney? Look, sorry, it's mine, Tom. Who's Cheney's WD-40?
It's not his chair; it's his backside, mate.
Anyway, look, we're over tonight.
Again, that was quick.
We've had a good chat, Paul, haven't we? So what's your plan this week?
Me?
Nothing or anything?
Nothing. I'm just going to do me, do me genealogy stuff, and
good.
And saying that, I've started another book, so I'll go outside for a couple of hours in the morning when the sun's out and read for a bit, and then come in and do my homework.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing, is getting up and going out. As I said, I love this weather. It's just nice. You know, we've been lucky, mind you. Fingers crossed. You know, we didn't really have a mad March, and we haven't really had April showers that much, really.
No, we haven't. It's not bad. And we're going to have it's going to be a nice bank holiday weekend.
Right. Well,
you know, they've said it's going to be nice the whole weekend, whereas normally it pisses down with rain, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But no, it's going to be nice. Anyway, so I'll let you say your.
Thanks, Tom. I'll just repeat what Tom said there. The lights out on your way out, people. Yeah. Thanks everybody for coming along. It's grand to see you all again. We've had a good old chat again. It goes so fast. I enjoy it though. Monday nights, catching up. Yeah, and I'll I can't read them all because they're coming up. I'll catch you all next week. Thanks again, guys. Please hit the likes and that for Paul's channel, and we'll see you next week. And I'll pass you over to Paul.
Yeah, thanks, folks, for joining us, and we do enjoy your company, and we look forward to it. And just remember, down below there, somewhere, there's a little one of those. Click that if you like it, or click that if you don't like it. It don't make any difference. You're not going to upset us if you say we don't like it, because it all helps towards the channel on the algorithm shit.
Yeah.
And so thank you for coming. I'm not going to mention names because I can't remember them all.
Yeah. It's good to see you all.
It's good to see you. I'll be back on Sunday night with an update on Chegg. Me and Bobby will be back next Monday evening, and I will be uploading some of Chegg's music for Friday night, which is on my channel in a playlist, Chegg's Music Legacy. So there you go. Live long and prosper. Take care, because we care.
Yes.
TTFN.
Have a great week. Bye now.
Yeah. Enjoy yourselves.